Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. I got him. You got him. We got him. Comic Issues, yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Comic Issues, where I collect them and you select them. And today's been a good day. I'm wearing my KISS shirt. I went to Half Price Books and found 8 new KISS comics that I haven't had before. So I consider it a win. And they were only $1.50 a piece, so that's good. Also got a new microphone, so it might sound better. Sorry if it's been terrible. Got a new green screen. They wanted to charge a bunch of money on Amazon, so I just went to Walmart and bought a green sheet, put it up, and there we have it. So let's get right into this episode. And I got a new thing. I'm gonna do a screen capture for the spinner because the phone's too hard to see and everything like that. So let's put it up and we'll do a spin. Here we go. Looks like J12. J12 has it. All right. Let me get the comic going and we'll be back to start the episode. All right, just got the comic out. Got it in the thing here. Let's see if I turn it around, see if it's still... Hey, it shows up now. Cool. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Ooh. What the hell is this? It's Itty Bitty Bunnies cockfight. So, can't see it. There we go. There's a little bit of the art. Should be a fun one. Never read these, but they to take on Rambo or something. I'm really big into the variant covers that do homage, and so this one just looks like a rated R movie. Man, I don't know why that's giving me so much trouble, but I'll put the picture up and we'll see what we get. Be back after I read it. All right, so this was a really crazy comic. Action Lab. They publish a lot of stuff that's like this. They do Zombie Tramp and Vamp Blade, both of which I have. I try to collect every single issue of those. They do a risque cover, so I try to get every one of those. And what this thing, the main characters in this comic are 2 hairless rabbits named Phil and Tyrone. This week's panel, or this episode's panel pick is going to be pretty hard because I'm trying to keep this so where anybody can enjoy these videos. And it's not necessarily my best, the best panel pick, but it's probably the safest one to post. And even this one I have to blur a little bit, but we'll get to that. So take a second to look at this cover. I'll make it big and then I'll make it small, but there's a lot going on in this cover. I mean, there's just at the bottom where it usually tells you the artists and stuff. It says music by Jim Fiddler, written by Hunt Wordsworth, directed by Steve Steverson, produced in association with Roger Rogerson and Sons. But I found out it's really written, illustrated, colored, everything by Dean Rankin. He's an Australian artist. I guess he does this kind of stuff all the time. I think he worked on some Simpsons stuff for Bongo. But yeah, so we'll get back into this comic here. Pay attention to the little print too on the cover. So it starts out and it's Colonel Sanders giving you this spiel about how he likes cockfights. So, and I don't know if you know if a cockfight is, it's when the 2 people fight chickens against each other. So he's hosting this cockfight. So then Tyrone and Phil are walking through a field, a cotton field, and they find some Smurfs that are chained up, and they want to set these Smurfs free. So, but they don't have any money, so they want to buy the freedom of these Smurfs. They're not Smurfs, but they look like Smurfs. They have the hats and they're blue, and the whole thing. So they find a flyer for this cockfight so they can win a bunch of money. So they go to do this cockfight, and but they're so small that they need help. So Phil decides to inject Tyrone with some steroids. And the only thing that happens is after he gets injected, his head just gets huge from some adverse reaction. And that's my panel pick of for this comic, and it'll be up here. I'm still, I used to think, how do the YouTubers not know which side it's on? But it's really difficult to know exactly the first time which side your stuff's going to be on. But let's see what else I got here. I try to make some notes so I don't miss anything. So then they start to fight, and the fight's over pretty much immediately. The Jive Turkey is who they're fighting, and he rips Tyrone's heart out. So Phil gets pretty sad, and then the next panel, they think they lost, and then Tyrone comes back, and Phil's like, "What? How are you back?" He's like, "Oh well, you see, I don't do my own stunts. I have Russell do that." So then it's Russell laying down dead on the floor, and it pans. The next page is Russell's family waiting on him to get home. They're getting ready to go to Disneyland. It's his kid's third birthday, and then it pans back and shows Russell again. So this is a really crazy comic. Let's see here. So then they go to fight the turkey again, and the ghost of Frederick Wortham shows up to tell them not to corrupt minds with comics. I don't know who Frederick Wortham is, but he looks like some old jazz singer or something. I don't know who he is. But anyways, they stab him. They decide to decapitate Jive Turkey. And in the midst of that, when his head comes off, there's another head underneath there, and turns out it's Old Man Winters. So just like in the old Scooby-Doo, it's Old Man Winters. And then the story goes on, and it ends from there with Colonel Sanders bringing them a huge check. And the last panel page is just like a picture of Earth, where they're walking over the Ark, and they're carrying their check into the crack house. And then at the bottom of the Earth, you see the Smurfs, sad and crying because they've forgotten about them. And that's this story. So it's a pretty crazy one. I would, if you're into that kind of thing, parodies and stuff, this one's full of them. But it's done. The art is kind of like Ren and Stimpy. I think this guy is really like Ren and Stimpy, where he's got gross stuff going on. He's a little bit more rated R than Ren and Stimpy, but that's what I get out of this one. There's 3 other ones. It's actually called Itty Bitty Bunnies and Rainbow Pixie Candyland Cockfight. So there's 2 other ones before that, and I don't know what those are called, right? I should have looked them up, but I didn't. So you can look them up, but I'm sure they're just as bad as this. So yep, that's about it for this one. Thanks for the pick. I appreciate it. Comment your picks, and we'll see what the next one is next week. I can't wait to see it. Having a lot of fun with this, guys. Have a good one.